Video, I'm going to take you through how to set up your page. So in setting up your page, maybe when you're writing a report, how you want to set up your page, I'm going to take you through, as well as, so in doing this, we are going to know how to set up our margin, then our let's say our layout, the fonts we are to use, and other, let's say, indexing and other things. So let's start with the page setup. In order to set up your page, you have to set up your margin and also your layout. So let's first of all go through how we set up our margin. So students of KNUST, with them, when typing a report, they are required to use a margin with, let's say, a left margin of 3 centimeters. Then let's say the top and the bottom should be 2.5 centimeters. So in doing this, you first of all have to go to layout, then you come to margin. So when you come here, you see that there are a whole lot of margins in here, but you can see that the unit of this margin is in inches. So you can see 1 inch for the top, then the bottom 1 inch as well. But with this, we want to use centimeters. So first of all, we have to change this inch to centimeters. So in doing this, you go to File, then you come to Options, then this dialog box opens. So you come to Advanced, then under Advanced, scroll down, you'll see Show Measurements in Units of, then change this inches to centimeters, then just OK. So now your units will be in centimeters. So now we can set up our margin. So you come to Margin, then you can customize, so Custom Margin, and over here you can set up your margin. So the top is 2.5 centimeters. We are going to leave this, so let's say 2.5. So I'm going to copy this, Ctrl C, then I'll paste it at the bottom, then also I'll paste it at the right. That's for KNUST template. Then I'm going to use 3 centimeters for the left. Then I'll leave all other things the same. Then I'll just click on OK. Yeah, so I've been able to set up my margin. So when I come here, you realize that my selected margin is now what I created. So now I have my margin set up. Then I also have to check my orientation. See, this report, usually this video is mainly for the CENG projects, right? But other users can also benefit. So usually typing a report, we want to type the report in a portrait format. So you go to Orientation, then to Portrait. So now your shape is also in a portrait format. Then you have to set your paper size. So if that one's the same layout, you come to Size. Then you set it up to A4. So now our page has been set up. We've set up our page, and we can continue with our. So usually after doing this, you can also have to set up your fonts, right? So we want to set up our fonts, and this report is one of my mentees' reports. So I'm just going to edit this report. So now with this, we want to set up our font. So usually KNUST will use a font with a font style of Times New Roman with a size of 12 and 14, right? Depending on which aspect you are formatting. So in order to do this, first of all, I want to set up. We also want to work. Usually, our body should be justified. So that's what I'm going to do first. So first of all, I'm going to press Ctrl A to select everything. Then I can come to my home. Then I will justify everything. So this is the justify symbol. So I'll justify. You can also press Ctrl J to justify. So I'm just going to justify this. So now I've justified everything in here, right? So now after justifying this, I'll have to set my font style. So again, Ctrl A, and I set my font style to Times New Roman. Then I'll set my font size to 12. So now I have this, right? The next thing is I'm going to format this report. Now in formatting this report, since this is a CENG report, I'm going to use the KNUST template CENG style. But depending on who is using this, you can also have access to your template and do that. So with this, usually KNUST, I'm going to make this aspect of the report. I'm going to copy this aspect, then make it. So I'm just formatting my report, right? Then make this 14, I'll bolden it, then usually we center it. So I have this. Then this is a picture, so I'm going to select this as well, then I'm going to center this. Then with this, I'm going to also highlight everything over here, and I'm going to center that as well, then make it bold. Then with the name, yeah, so I'm going to also make this bold. I'm just going to bolden it. Then I'm going to center the date. So since this report was written last year, you realize the date is in 2024, then I'm just going to bolden it. So this is my cover page and it's neatly set up. So now I can come to this aspect. Now this is what we call so we are formatting and we are indexing. So over here, I'm going to index, right? But before that, I have to make sure I set up certain styles I'm going to use. So I'm just going to come to my home. Then when I come to my style ribbon, I'm going to right click on this heading 1. Then I come to modify. Then I'll maintain the size 14 times New Roman. I'll make it center align. I'll make it bold. Then the color, yes, is black. So so the color is black. And I'm just going to select OK. That's for heading 1. Then I look for this heading 2. I right click on it. Then modify. Then now with the heading 2, also times New Roman. But this time around the font size is 12. Then I'm going to make it bold. Then I can make it center align as well. Also black. Then OK. Then I'm going to make another heading. So I basically need 3 headings. So again, I right click, I modify, then OK, again times New Roman 12, I make it bold. And this time around I justify. Then OK. Right. So this is what I'm going to use for my formatting and my indexing. So when I come here, this is acknowledgement. So but first of all, I have to also work in with a line spacing of 1.2, 1.5. So again, I'm going to select Control A. I come to my home tab, then line spacing, this line spacing. I select, then I choose 1.5. Yeah, so this is what we are going to use. Let me just take this up a bit. Let me decrease that size. All right, so this is what we have. So now we can continue. So with this, I'm going to select my acknowledgement, then I'm going to click on heading 1. So heading 1, you realize the change now. Then I come to, so let me forget about the abstract. Let me just delete the table of contents and all this. I'll show you how to generate these in the next video. So again, I'm going to come to my abstract. So let me take this up. I'm going to come to my abstract. I select my abstract and I select heading 1. Good. Then let's come here. So this is a chapter, right? So realize that the chapter has indexing. So I select again my chapter 1, heading 1. Then my chapter 2, I'm going to go in for my 1.0. I'm going to go in for heading 2. Then now on this ones, I'm just going to choose heading 3. So this is going to take heading 3. This is also going to take heading 3. This will also take heading 3, and so on. So you just continue that way. So realize that this will take heading 3. When I come down, so this is a new chapter. So every chapter, you begin every chapter on a new page, right? So this is another chapter. So what's this chapter is going to take what? Heading 1. Then the materials and methods is going to take heading 2. Then problem identification is simply going to take what? Heading 3. This is also going to take heading 3. So this is what we call the indexing. So when I come to chapter 2, you realize that I have 2.0 materials and method, then I have 2.1, then I have 2.2, then I have 2.3. That's what we call the indexing, right? This is what we call the indexing. So I think this will be it for your indexing and your page setup. Watch the other video, the subsequent videos for more formatting tips.